This is what I think is a true statement for many of us, maybe all of us in this room, I don't know, but it's about forgiveness, is we all want forgiveness. We all want people to forgive us, but when it comes to forgiving someone else, completely different story. Think about that for a moment. Forgiveness is a costly thing. We jump into the New Testament, into the book of Hebrews, and in chapter 9, verse 22, there's this important verse that says a lot about forgiveness, but it says a lot about the big picture of everything that's going on in our lives in regards to Jesus. It says, in fact, the law requires that nearly everything be cleansed with blood, and without the shedding of blood, there is no forgiveness. You need to realize that you can be forgiven. You need to realize you can be forgiven. You need to realize that you've been forgiven, right? This is the one where we kind of wrestle with is, man, I've done something and so bad, something that I'm so ashamed of that I don't think God can forgive me for it. And this is what I want you to hear. This is what I want you to know, whether you're here or whether you're online, is that the only person that is keeping you from receiving the forgiveness that God is offering you, it's not me, it's not the person seated next to you, it's not the people seated around you, it's you. We're the only ones that keep ourselves from receiving the forgiveness that God offers us when we think that I can't be forgiven. Because let me tell you, if you're thinking to yourself, if you hear this voice that says, man, you can't be forgiven, that was way too bad. That's not God. That's not God saying that to you. Right? Because all of us in here, we go back to Hebrews, all of us in here, remember, we read that without the shedding of blood, there can be no forgiveness. Jesus died and shed his blood so that there could be forgiveness.
What an amazing weekend service. Brad Wilson just taught us about forgiveness. Amazing message. I know you just watched the recap, but I want to encourage you, to go click on the link below and watch the entire service. Gather your family and friends and learn about forgiveness. And there's some applicable lessons that Brad gave us right at the end of the message. I don't want you to miss that. I know summer can be very busy for all of us, and we don't want you to miss anything, so we're bringing the whole church experience to you through the online experience. You have a link that redirects you to the YouTube page where you can watch the entire service. I want to encourage you, don't miss anything. We have all this set up so you can stay connected with Christ Church anywhere, anytime, at any moment. So I want to encourage you to do that. And as you remember, some weekends you have to be away because of summer. I want to remind you the opportunity to give, to continue to be generous to what God is doing right here at Christ Church. The impact that we're making locally and globally is because of you. It's because you have been so generous. So just click on that link below to give, to make your weekly contribution, so we can move this ministry forward as God has called us to do. We're going to do this together. Hope to see you here next week, if not online, but we'll be here to worship again at 9 o'clock and 10:30 right here at Christ Church Mesa campus. Or if you want to watch us online, we're live 8:50 a.m. Eastern Time and 10:20 a.m. Eastern Time. I'll see you next week.